What's up guys, Master Jason here. You're joining me in Clash Royale, guys, and today we have a very special video, guys. We have, once again, another guest coming onto the channel here today, an extremely talented player. His name is Santa Daddy, absolute lad. Now check out this dude's profile. As you can see, this is a different style video. He's not one of the top players in the world, obviously, but he's a level 11 that has hit over 6,000 trophies, and now he actually did this as a level 10, which is incredibly impressive, and that is exactly why we're having him on the channel today, guys, because I know a lot of you guys are free-to-play players. You want to know how you can beat these higher level players, even if you have lower level cards. Here today, this video is for you. We're going to be trying to explain and also show you guys a deck that works really well, that's off meta, that actually allows him to beat a lot of higher level players despite him only being level 11. It's pretty impressive stuff. So let's get straight into the deck, and we're going to show you guys what the matchups are good, and we're going to watch some replays of him just destroying higher levels. Let's go. First things first, before we get into the information he's left us here, we're going to show you guys his deck. Now check it out. As you can see, it is a Dark Prince, Elite Barbs, Inferno Dragon deck with the Fireball Zap combo, Hog Rider as your nice win condition, and then two wizards, the Ice Wizard and the Electro Wizard. Now this makes this deck just under 4.0 average elixir cost, incredibly strong on defense, as you can see, and I'm sure the counter pushes are where he takes most of his towers. Let's go ahead, read what he's got to say about this new deck. As you can see, he says the matchups that this deck is good against is against Giant Sparky, Golem deck, and Lava Hound decks. He absolutely crushes, I'm sure, because of that Inferno Dragon. It's weak against Logbait and Electro Giant, and not the best against Expo. I'm assuming this is probably because those decks are really good at cycling. Besides the Electro Giant's just a broken card. He's really good against Mortar as well. This deck requires, all things to be exact, the Barbs can be replaced with E-Barbs or even a Lumberjack. So I guess those are some interchangeable things you guys can do if you guys don't have high-level E-Barbs. As you can see, he's only spent $10 on the game. Those of you thinking he might be paid to win here, no, not the case. He's bought 2 Pass Royales. He actually got his 6,000 trophies in 2020, as you can see, as a level 10, like I mentioned earlier, guys. And he had level 11 legendaries and only 3 max cards. Insanely impressive stuff. When I was pushing up to 6,000, I was kind of in the same case. I definitely had a lot higher level stuff, but I definitely know what he means. Like, that's really impressive. Good stuff there. And as you can see, he pushed further by upgrading. He's not a pro player, and this deck that he's using is extremely off meta, so it's very cool to see an off meta deck doing this well in an under leveled account. So let's get straight into replay number 1. Once again, huge thank you, man, to coming out on the channel. I'm going to have his comment pinned down below. He's going to be posting some content soon, starting on Clash Royale, so make sure to check him out. His comment will be pinned, like I said. Let's get straight into replay number 1. There's a lot of good replays he's shared with us. Let's go. Battle number 1 here. As you can see, he's going against someone by the name of Golem Boy. I bet you could guess what deck he's playing. He's got these cool emotes. He's level 11 going against a level 13. A lot of people would normally just give up at this point, but he's going Hog Rider first play, kind of just to see what the opponent's got in store. Mini Peck is a decent counter. The Hog Rider is going to get a little bit of damage off, which is solid. The Dark Prince placement there is going to be excellent. He's going to have to go with an Electro Wizard or something, right? Yes, the Electro Wizard comes down. It's going to tag up this Baby D, doing a nice job there. The Baby Dragon does end up surviving a little bit. The Dark Prince is able to kill that Firecracker, which is pretty awesome, and the Baby Dragon gets one shot off. So despite him doing more damage than the other person has done, since his tower levels are so low compared to the opponents, he's still not even in the lead, which is pretty incredible in my opinion. Holy crap, he's gonna have to do a lot more damage than the opponent's gonna have to do, putting him at an immediate disadvantage here. He's going to go Ice Wizard. The opponent goes with a level 13 Night Witch. This is not going to be easy. Now he does have the Barbarians and the Inferno Dragon to try and deal with stuff. A level 12 Inferno Dragon, though. The opponent is not happy to see that Inferno Dragon come down. He's going to have to deal with this Golem and Night Witch combo, which is by no means an easy feat. As you can see, the Dark Prince comes up. The Barbs come down on the Night Witch there, which is pretty well played, I would say. The arrows do come down. He's going to have to go ahead and zap those bats away, but nonetheless, I mean, that's not too bad. He keeps just about half of his tower's HP after fighting that Golem down. Very, very impressive stuff on his end. Great defense. You love to see it. The Dark Prince is going to get distracted by that Goblin Gang. That all goes down, and now he's left with a little bit more elixir than the opponent has, so we'll see what he does with that elixir advantage. Now, as you can see, he's got that Ice Wizard down. He does that to get King Tower activation, extremely crucial there in his plays. Mini P.E.K.K.A is going to come down for the opponent's part, and even though I guess it's going to be a dead Hog Rider, the Hog Rider is able to still get a little bit of damage done, so that does help in the long run, right? He's going to go Dark Prince on defense here, and I'm assuming maybe he's going to be able to defend that Golem again. I don't know. I think it'll be a little tough, but he's going to go Electro Wizard here for the Baby Dragon. Excellent placement there. Going to allow that Baby Dragon to retarget on the Dark Prince and actually go down, and the Dark Prince, the opponent, since he's a Golem player, he just lets it go, gets an absolute ton of damage on that tower, and now it is almost a tied game. The Inferno Dragon going to go down in the back left, I'm assuming. Yeah, he just knows. Very good play there. Since he knew the opponent was probably going to go left lane with his Golem push, he has completely outcycled the opponent here in terms of his Hog Rider getting outcycled of that Mini P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A. The Zap Spell comes out. Now, our man Santa Daddy, he's got the lead, boys. He's got the lead. That is what you like to see. He fireballs the Firecracker alone. Pretty interesting play. I wouldn't have thought to do so, but I guess it's going to pay off here because the Inferno Dragon actually goes down. Incredibly clutch, in my opinion. Very good play being made. The Dark Prince is able to absolutely shred that Golem. The Mini P.E.K.K.A. once again is just completely out of cycle now from Daddy's Hog Rider. He says good game. All he has to do is zap that Goblin Gang away. That's going to be game as the Hog Rider hits twice, takes the tower, and as you can see, an incredibly impressive performance there. Really having to use everything he had just right, just to make sure he can get that win. So excellent match there. Thank you for sharing that. GG's, Golem Boy, you tried. Next up, we're facing one of the most meta decks right now, which once again is Mortar Elabs. Now, as you guys might remember in the notes there, he said his deck does counter Mortar pretty well, so we'll see if that's the test or true here. As you can see, Mortar's probably going to come out first play by KKC. We'll find out. But Santa Daddy playing very passive here, waiting to see if the opponent's got anything in store. He's going to go Dark Prince and Ice Wizard. Now, pretty solid starting hand, obviously. The Fireball here is going to get a lot of good value. The Dark Prince is going to be able to take those out. The Ice Wizard survives, going to be able to take out this Mortar really nicely. And Mortar Elabs. It's a good deck. We will see how he does, though. Since Daddy probably already knew what deck he's going against here, he just goes Hog Rider at the bridge. Not going to be able to have a really good answer from the opponent. It's really easy. The opponent definitely lagged there for a little bit, but nonetheless, I think that Hog Rider was going to get a bunch of damage off anyways. Look at that, guys. Lots of lead. Lots of damage was dealt there by that Hog Rider. You have a massive lead right now. The Electro Wizard comes out to make sure this Musketeer really doesn't get any damage off, obviously. And the opponent's got an Ice Golem and a Miner. Now, let's see what this opponent does with this, right? He's got the Elite Barbs in cycle. If he decides to go with Miner and the Mortar, it's going to make things a little bit tougher for our man Santa Daddy. Now here it is. Once again, the Mortar is down, and this time the Inferno Dragon at the bridge going to be able to melt that Mortar, which is a really smart play, and the opponent's going to have to spend some elixir in order to defend this, obviously. The Inferno Dragon almost got on the tower there. Would have been really bad for the opponent. Dark Prince is going to be able to charge up. The opponent might go for an Ice Golem in front of this. He might not. But yeah, he's looking like he's going to go for it. Decent play, but at the same time, I mean, is that really worth it? I don't know, guys. Just check it out. The opponent still, after that, is definitely down in elixir, and the Musketeers still got tagged up. Santa Daddy's going to go for some E-Barbs around that Musk. Going to force out another big play from the opponent here. The Fireball was probably going to come out. There it is. Fireball absolutely crushes. One Elite Barb blocks up. He has to log, and now the opponent is still down in elixir, and Santa Daddy has a way better cycle. So it's really looking good for Santa, boys. He's looking good. And as you can see, the Ice Wizard comes out. It's just to distract this Mortar. The placement there is really well done, obviously. The Hog Rider survived for ages and is actually going to get 2 shots right there. Incredible play by the Hog Rider. Lots of damage being done there. 800, in fact, pretty much. The Dark Prince is moving up. Musketeer's coming across. She's going to get absolutely folded right here as she just gets destroyed. The opponent's getting pressured. The opponent's freaking out. He's now going to go for some right lane pressure, and the placement on everything there, guys, it's absolutely perfect. The Fireball comes out. The opponent completely whiffs, and that is good game. What was that Fireball? I guess we'll never know. And at this point, guys, holy crap, the Elite Barbs on defense were absolutely excellent. The opponent's Fireball was absolute trash, and that is it. I think the opponent's giving up here. There's like 18 seconds left. There's no way he's going to be able to come back from that, guys. That is a rip in the chat. The opponent absolutely having a bad day right there. Holy crap. Excellent match, dude. That was a dominant performance by this deck. Very awesome stuff. The final replay of the day, we're going to be watching an Electro Giant matchup here. As you remember, guys, he does not have the good matchup here. He's going to have to go off here. He doesn't, obviously, the Inferno Dragon. It really won't do too much. He's got the Barbs in this deck this time. I guess he's probably switching them out. And I would probably have E-Barbs version when I'm going against the Electro Giant. I'm not going to lie. Those E-Barbs do a lot more damage, and they won't get fried as easily. They have a lot more HP. He's going to go Dark Prince, the same lane as the opponent, though. Very interesting play. The opponent might NATO this back so he gets splash. Come on. Oh, that would have been really cool if he tried that. I was hoping he would. He does not. The Dark Prince, though, Santa's Dark Prince. It's going to live on, guys. Now he's got a Hog Rider Dark Prince moving up. The Goblin Ball is going to come out. This is going to get actually maybe some damage off for the Hog Rider. Check it out. He gets King Tower. Very well played. And as you can see, like, this guy has all the answers to Daddy's deck. Gonna be very hard for him to come back here. The Electro Wizard is gonna be down though for some good defense here. You love to see that. The opponent's coming in with a Dark Prince from the back. Daddy's got an Ice Wizard down now. He's going in for some reason with a Barbell, playing really aggressive with that push. Not sure why. That's kind of wasted 2 elixir in my opinion, but we'll see what happens here. We see once again another Goblin Brawler cage come out. Now this is gonna be pretty good for Daddy because his Hog Rider is gonna nearly get a shot. It doesn't though. It just dies. That was a really impressive tornado. Not even gonna lie, but look at the elixir advantage we have over the opponent right now. And this Inferno Dragon should clean up absolutely everything So we do have a big advantage there. You love to see it. The Inferno Dragon gets a lot of value there. Takes out both the Baby Dragon and the Goblin Brawler. Now the Inferno Dragon is moving up. The opponent really doesn't have to deal with it too much. And Santa Daddy's leaking, guys. He's big on, looks like he's big on just playing defense and then counter pushing, like I said. Going to be really strong with his deck. Now the opponent's leaking Elixir right here. Very interesting play because I think, I mean, he's got the Elixir advantage for a little bit. The Barbs are going to absolutely crush that Dark Prince, though. Holy crap, there's a lot happening right now. One in the right lane, another push in the left lane. There's an Electro Wizard up, the Inferno Dragon's moving across, the Hog Rider is right there, and now the Tornado spell's gonna have to come out, but the Electro Wizard is being tanked for beautifully, doing tons and tons of damage to this tower, guys. The Electro Giant, on the other hand, is on the right side of the lane. It's gonna be met with a bunch of Ice Wizards and an Electro Wizard even potentially. Holy crap, this Electro Giant's basically stunned in time. There's 2 Wizards absolutely lighting it up. It only got a little bit of damage off, and now he's got a Dark Prince push right lane. He is now forced out yet another Goblin Brawler in the opponent's Tornado there. Actually pretty lucky. I thought the Hog Rider would still go left lane. Not going to be the case. But look at this, guys. The pressure his deck is putting on right now is incredible. Lots of Wizards down on the playing field. Electro Giant is actually getting folded right now. The Lightning might come out here from the opponent. It's not going to. The Barbell comes out instead. It does come out, however. The Electro Wizard is going to shut this down. Barb's at the bridge. He knows the opponent's going to be having to force out a play now. The Hog Rider opposite lane's an excellent play. Goblin Brawler is not really the best answer for this Hog Rider. The Hog Rider doesn't get any damage off, but the right lane the opponent did not deal with, and the Barbs take it home. I was not even watching the right lane, and it crushed, guys. Crazy good play there. GG's. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much for sharing, dude. So yeah, ultimately lots of good content here in today's video. If you did end up enjoying today's video and you are new to the channel, subscribe, dude. What are you doing? No, but for real, we are on the road to 100,000 subs, so thank you guys for all the support recently. And yeah, hopefully you guys are all staying safe out there. Master Diddy-san, out.